I don't think my neighbor appreciates me building a giant statue of him above his house because my newspaper has not been delivered all week. And the news agency says it has been delivered. I think Mr. Bryan is stealing it. Also, I keep hearing Calm 4 play a lot, so I'm going to assume it's him. So we'll give him some space this episode. How we all doing? It's my 1001. Welcome back to the single player world. I haven't played on this much recently, and that's because back to beta season 2 beta more, whatever the fuck we're calling that thing now. That's been kicking off. Back to beta season 2 has been going ahead, and I've been playing a bit on there and recorded some things. I haven't recorded a lot. I just haven't felt like recording, you know what I mean? I just felt like playing. So when I have been in the single player world here, lately it's mostly been doing a bit of digging at the old snow perimeter. We will check that out later because I made a community post about things that happen over there. Anyways, so I encountered a weird thing a little while ago. It didn't affect the world too much, but I experienced some chunk corruption. So on one of my last live streams in this world, I started building the sugarcane farm, and this completely reset. What happened was a whole bunch of chunks from here stretching all the way over to the village reset to like an earlier version of the world. So it completely deleted the work we did on the stream. In fact, because I remember I was actually falling asleep on that stream, I logged out in here, and when I logged in, this was solid stone. I began suffocating, and I had to dig my way out. And yeah, it got rid of everything I built, which was very weird. I'm thinking, is it just this, chunks? And then later on, I went and looked at the Eats Road, which I built for the tutorial, and sections of that Eats Road had been deleted as well. So I've got an Eats Road to the village. It doesn't go all the way to the snow perimeter just yet, but it'll get there eventually. I plan to put the Eats Road going all the way to the snow perimeter once the perimeter is done, and I've flooded it and filled it with ice and started the mob farm. Anyway, let's go check out this other Eats Road. So this was the one, if you saw my Eats Road tutorial, you might recognize it from this. And it was really weird because this is on a chunk boundary, and what was happening was like I had sections where like this strip of water had been deleted. It was really weird, so obviously I knew it was like a chunk thing. So anyways, I'm pretty sure it's fully functional now. Part of the station at the other end had also been deleted, but I restored that. This is why you gotta make backups. I didn't like do any like MC edit shenanigans or whatever. I just repaired the stuff. The sugarcane farm, that's whatever, but at least I've got plenty of resources in this world, so like losing a bunch of pistons isn't really a huge loss. So yeah, got to be careful with beta. I went for years without experiencing any glitches, and in the last one or two, I've had several crashes and chunk errors and regions corrupt and stuff like that. So always make backups. As soon as I'm finished recording here, I'm going to be making another backup. So, alright, at the station here. So this is the village station. Pretty sure this all works. Yeah. I don't even know. What does this do? Even full. Got an easy load over here. Thing for boats. I think I just had a pressure plate. And we can access the redstone down here. I think this is all fully functional. Yeah, this is all fully functional. I went for this quick pulsar design because it works over here. I highly recommend if you want to build one of these, check out my tutorial. I put a lot of work into it, and oh my goodness, it was a pain to record because I was really nervous. I wanted to make sure everything was coming across as clear and concise as possible. But yeah. Alright, and then you come up here, and then we have these sort of spiraling stairs. And then you come up here, and this is the village. So I kind of made it look like a bit like a tube station entrance, because this village is a little bit sort of, I guess, English, European inspired. So I made it look like a subway entrance. Anyways, So that's the Eats Road, but let's continue on to the perimeter because that was the really cool find. So actually this week I found two cool glitch things in the in Minecraft. One was the void hole, which we're about to visit. The other was two floating pumpkins, and on the back to beta or beta more server. Um, I took a screenshot of those. I didn't record it. Hopefully I'll remember to put the screenshot on the screen so you can see them. It appears that they like generated and the water lake underneath generated and deleted the blocks because pumpkins need to be on blocks, particularly when they're generating on the wild. So another cool thing that happened in between was after my Eats Road tutorial, someone actually contacted me and showed me a different design for corners, for inside corners, because in my tutorial, and I've also stated this before, I had to do a lot of experimentation to get a corner, like an inside corner of a Eats Road to work, and it had to result in these weird sort of loop-de-loops. Yeah, this person contacted me and let me know that they came up with a better design. So thanks for that. I have to try it out sometime. I have to actually build it here in the world. This is a lot further than I remember. I don't remember it being this far. I think the perimeter is actually 1100. Thinking about it now. But yeah, I tunneled this all out. It's 6 blocks wide, so I just put on some videos, and what I was doing is I'd like put one TNT here, another TNT here. That properly, you just drill like a 1 by 1 hole that cleans out a nice 3 by 3 area. And eventually, yeah, there's going to be an Eats Road. Oh yeah, we've reached the end here. Yeah, there she is. Look at it go. I actually took down a whole bunch of dirt scaffolding, but I still got a lot more. I set up some new ones, but I'm not quite sure what plan is. I do have a ladder. Excellent. Another revelation that happened was I actually recorded this, but I didn't go through with it because I was also kind of a bit sick in that video. But there's a tool called Mappy that I've been using. It's a really handy dandy like mapping tool, and I've been using a lot for the back to beta more server because like it's good to take like a top-down screenshot and then we can like draw on it with MS Paint, you know, where we want to put stuff and who's claimed what. Because God, by God, we've had a lot of land claiming issues on the server. But anyways, I was using it, and there's a filter called Moss that shows cobblestone, planks, mossy cobblestone, and I assume stone bricks and like moss stone bricks or whatever, and actual moss blocks. Of course, there's no moss blocks in beta. So it only shows cobblestone, moss bricks, and planks. So it's obviously showing the locations of strongholds and dungeons. There's no strongholds in beta, so only dungeons in beta, and also cobblestone placed by me, by hand, and also cobblestone generated by natural lava and water flowing intersectionally. And thing is, I found 3 dungeons in this perimeter, and I thought that was it until I saw there was another one. And do you see it? Do you see it right here? It's a lot easier to see because I've lit it up, but right there, right there was another dungeon. I came very close to blowing it up, and I did not know this was here. Like I really did not. Got so much lava to get clean up, but yeah, he was one of the dungeons. So I came in. I've encased the spawner in water. It was filled with red mushrooms. This entire cave system here is filled with red mushrooms. And there was no golden apples. There was no real impressive loot. It was just sort of standard dungeon loot. Might take that. Yeah, it was pretty standard loot. And I also found another one up above, more like towards the back wall there. Also no loot, so no interesting loot, but yeah, that was wild. So there's 5 dungeons in this 320 by 320 area. I might do some things with those spawners in the future. Some of the ones in the middle I might have to get rid of if they get in the way of the mob farm. That's fine. Like there's tons of dungeons everywhere. Like I've got no shortage of spawners. I just think of like one cool thing I've thought about is that when I update to future versions, I'll make like a mob switch where you have a bunch of hostile mobs that shut down spawning, and I'll have like a mob switch. So it's like a cheaty. It's kind of like a way of like you can normally change difficulty. Yeah, you're basically going to peaceful without actually going to peaceful. Cool little system. But yeah, so I was digging out here. I was doing some bombing, as you can see, and we're right on top of bedrock here. I've actually also been collecting snow. I've got to collect some more. But I was on top of bedrock here, and I saw there was a lava lake there. And I was like, wait, is that in bedrock? Now, if you do not know, when a lava pool generates at any Y level, it will overwrite the blocks underneath the lava and also some of the ones above the lava to stone. And as a result, this can result in bedrock being overwritten as stone, and it can also result in holes in the bedrock. Monster found one on the Back to Beta server in the Season 1 area underneath his base Mongerstan, and I've also seen pictures and videos of other people finding bedrock holes, and I've always wondered if I could ever find one. Like, it wasn't like a huge priority of mine. I might grab that. Um, I might grab this while we're talking. It wasn't a huge priority of mine. I was like, oh, I really want to find a bedrock hole. It's just if I find it, I find it. And guess what I found over here? So yeah, there was a lava lake. This was all stone. I mined this out, and then we've got this. Oh, this actually gives me some vertigo. I really don't want to stand next to it. That's the void. That's the void. The reason why it's blue is because void fog doesn't exist in beta, so you just have the blue skybox being rendered underneath. Um, but oh yeah, look at that. That's just there's nothing down there. There's nothing but the great blue beyond. It's kind of kind of addictive. Anyways, we better get away from it before I want to jump in. But yeah, so I've got a bedrock hole in the world, so I don't know what I could do with that. Like I really don't know. Like usually you can't place anything down there. But hey, I've got a bedrock hole. So when the perimeter's all finished, I'll have to like sort of mark it out and do stuff with it. But yeah, that's how things are going. I definitely feel progress is being made. Like I'm at a stage where I'm actually noticing how much progress is going on. I'm also collecting tons of snow from this area. I had some snowfall happen when I was over here, and so I let it cover the ground, and I've collected snow for future buildings. But yeah, look at where that wall is there, and look how far back that is. That's like the last couple of months. Um, I'd say like the last 6 months, which I know is a lot of time, but this is very tedious. So. And I plan to actually this year, like I promised myself last year I get this done. That obviously didn't happen. That was a that was a lie, but I plan to this year really get it done. And I think something I want to do is like every week I want to get a section done, and I might live stream it. So we might be doing some regular live streams here on the channel. Subscribe and hit that bell if you want to watch me dig while I talk about inane shit. I don't know. I usually like talking to people. And I don't know, maybe I'll even get some people on like a voice call or whatever, and you can tell me your inane opinions on shit. Um, you got some diamonds out of this though. As I was mining, I was collecting diamonds, so and that's all the snow I've collected. I've only collected half of that probably. So if I ever to build something in the snow in the future, we're pretty much set. So that's the perimeter situation. Alright, I decided what we're going to do for the rest of this video. When I built this statue, I said I better put a platform on this eventually, sometime later. Well, it's now later, so let's go do it, shall we? I'm going to lay out the circle and got some other things. So I've got some other videos in the work. I was going to plan them. I was going to record them. I was on holiday these past 2 weeks. I know how the circle pattern gets done now. Yeah, I was going to record some other videos because I've been on holidays, but some things happen, and I just haven't felt really down to do it. You know what I mean? You just don't feel like doing shit sometimes, and yeah, that was definitely me. Yeah, I'm thinking like nice smooth stone platform and like the outside will be cobblestone. Hey, what's up? Yep, I've done it right. Excellent. There's been plenty of times I've made circles in this game, and I've completely screwed them up. So it's always nice when you you actually do it right. Another thing that sort of happened, I mean, it's happened in between videos, but Hytale came out. My partner's been playing it and recommended it to me. I don't know how I feel. I really don't know how to feel about Hytale. Like, I've watched some videos. I watched this guy building in Hytale, and he said building in Hytale feels like cheating. And he proceeds to build like the most generic, like sort of Minecraft build ever. The only difference is it has a few vertical slabs, um, window blocks, so they're essentially kind of like a fence trapdoor looking thing. And then it was a windmill. He had like cloth panels or something like that, cloth panes. I think we'll put some stairs at the back. And so it meant that he had like, blocks that had like the thickness of carpet, but they're vertical. And for the things on the windmill, and it was a nice build. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's like, aside from those handful of blocks, like, you could still build this in Minecraft. Like, it'd still look good. It just looks like Minecraft with the that old texture pack that all the builders used to use back in the day. And I really don't get like the wanking, like the excessive wanking masturbatoriness of like Hypixel, not Hypixel, Hytale. Like, it's if you like it, I mean, good on you. But it's like I don't really see it being like significantly different to Minecraft right now. And the problem is that in order for it to really truly be significantly different to Minecraft, it really needs to add to those RPG elements. And apparently that is the plan. There's going to be like more story, lore, world story building, because there are like those ruined temple things, and there's like little gremlin creatures or whatever that live around the world and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just don't get it. It really feels like, and I noticed this back before Hytale came out, and when Hytale was effectively cancelled, before Hypixel, the person, not the server, um, bought the game off of Riot, is that I really felt like people are only really sort of into this game because they think this is their big break on YouTube. Like, this is their opportunity to be an e-celeb. You know what I mean? I mean, like we all make videos on YouTube. All of us who do this, we all want some kind of attention. But like, it really feels like to me that these people want to be like the Dreams, the Grians, the Captain Sparkles, and whatnot, the equivalent. Like, I've seen 3 different groups now claim that they've made the first Hytale SMP, like the first sort of that content creator, Hermitcraft, Minecraft style SMP, and like, good on them. Like, if they wanna play multiplayer with their friends and make stuff, that's fine. But like, the fact that like there's 3 different people, 3 different groups claiming to be the first is just kind of funny to me. That and I've also seen several other people, because people claim that they've done the first thing in Hytale. They're the first person to do this. Like, well, how do you know that? Quite a number of people playing Hytale, a lot more than I expected. I'm going to be honest. So it's like, how do you know you're the first? And it's just like, yeah, it's very clearly attention seeking behavior, and it just doesn't sit with me right with me, because the whole reason why Minecraft well, Minecraft was part of this, but the whole reason why Minecraft is so popular on YouTube was the fact that there was a shared love of the game, and people just wanted to share stuff and whatever. There was no real money. There was no money. There was no clout. There wasn't any significant clout or whatever. All those early people, they didn't have uh plenty of cobblestone. I was thinking about going getting some blocks. There was nothing really like drawing them into the game for that. Like there was none of that. And in the years since like YouTube has become a thing, since we've now got we live in the age of social influencers. By the way, if you unironically use that term, um, you might want to use Kurt Cobain's microphone. Just saying. But yeah, we live in the age of social influences and social media and people making money off of social media, and it's just like now everyone's so fake and so forced, and it just like and it's actually kind of ruined my ability to actually enjoy Hytale. Like if I wanted to get into it, it's because a lot of these videos that people are making are doing it just because they want to be the premier e-celeb of this new game. Um, I guess maybe I should, if I want to really get into, I'll watch someone like Etho, because Etho's already an established channel. He doesn't view himself as like a social influencer, or at the very least, he doesn't say it out loud, so that's good. Um, but yeah, so maybe I should watch like his stuff if I want to get into it. But even Etho's getting a bit unwatchable these days. Like I can't stand his Hermitcraft content. I cannot stand it. When he used free cam for the first time was the most jarring experience of my life. It just like it just I don't know, just something about like he still started using the free cam mod, and I was just like, okay, this series has officially jumped the shark. This is where his channel has jumped the shark. We'll chuck you there. You there. I like having the flowers and stuff around here. Adds a bit of color to a otherwise very brown area. Huh. I come up here, there's some string on the ground, so I'm getting a spider born up there and fell off. Idiot. Anyways, here's what I'm thinking we do. The door in here. I don't know, like, do I need to go in here for any reason? This does access the top. But I stair. Okay, we'll do a stair. I mean, it's on the back side. Like, I'm not really gonna come up here that often anyway, so little cheeky door so you can go inside my legs. Okay, and then we'll do a ring of glowstone. I think it'll really like add to like the lighting of the bottom. Okay, so got the glowstone there. Actually where that ladder might come in handy. I think we should go up to the top and put some lighting in things. Actually, does the head have a viewing platform? Yes, it does have a viewing platform. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those mobs up here. Oh, I hope there's not a creeper. Insert Captain Sparkle's song. I was actually talking about this. Someone on the Back to Beta server, Octoman, just kept saying, was it Octo? I can't remember. No, it was Valcarta. Valcarta kept saying creeper or man every time we ran into a. What the fuck is going on down there? Oh no, do I have an unlit cave? Oh, okay. We might want to check that out. Damn. But yeah, he kept saying creeper old man, and I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it in a video before, but I genuinely believe Eye of the Spider should have been the big meme song of Minecraft's resurgence, not whatever that song by Captain Sparkles is. Huge blunder on the Minecraft community's part, just like voting for the Phantom in the original mob vote. And they're gone? Wait, what? Oh, bro, that's fucking with me, man. Damn. Anyways, let's have a look at this. It is the middle of the day, but there's a little trick we can do to make it night and make it see what it looks like at night. And if you have Optifine, you can go to World and set it dark. And yeah, that is a bit of an improvement. It's now spawn proof. I think I need some lights up the torso somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Should I replace the yellow? Nah, maybe I'll just put some torches on the arms and stuff like that, something like that. But that is a little bit better. At least you can see my head. That's the important thing. Yeah, been good. Okay. I just gotta know, man. I just gotta know, man. Is there actually something in the void? Because it's calling to me earlier, and I had to resist the urge. But I put all my stuff away. I really want to know: is there something down there? Wait, what's happening? I hear noises. Oh no! Oh no! Not again!
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Oh, not
You
again!
crossed the border.
God damn it, Todd! He tricked me again!